We all know why the All Blacks dumped Ian Foster. Ian Foster wasn't winning enough. Yes, the All Blacks do have the best winning percentage in the history of international rugby, and Ian Foster's final winning percentage of around 70% is something a lot of international coaches would give their eye teeth for. But let's be honest, Robertson is here to help the mighty All Blacks win more. But is that really realistic considering the schedule they face in 2024? In this video, I'm going to break down every international fixture the All Blacks face in 2024 and give my prediction of what Robertson's winning percentage is going to be. Let's get to it. The All Blacks start off with 2 home games against England, and I'm actually backing the All Blacks to win both of those. No disrespect to England. I think the English are always going to be formidable, particularly their forward pack. But the loss of Owen Farrell could hurt, even though George Ford is a fantastic substitute. I just think that the All Blacks are going to be really determined to get off to a winning start with their new coach, and I'm picking them to win both those games against England. They then face a banana peel match against Fiji. I do pick them to win. However, if the rematch in Suva that has been talked about goes ahead, you really could be looking at the first ever defeat to the Fijians. It is hot, it is humid, those guys grow an arm and a leg over there. Do not discount the possibility of Fiji beating the All Blacks in Fiji. However, it's not officially on the calendar yet, so let's leave it off. Now we roll into a daunting prospect. 2 games against South Africa in South Africa. Now, I think that any year, if you get 1 win and 1 loss against the Boks in South Africa, you're doing pretty well. And that is what I think is going to happen. The world champion Springboks are so damn good. They're deserving world champions. It's almost inconceivable they're not going to win at least one of the games, but I back the All Blacks to win probably the second test, just like they did in 2022. Now we're rolling into the rest of the Rugby Championship. 2 games against Argentina, 2 games against Australia. I'm backing the All Blacks to win all 4 of those games, although, God, the thing about Australia is just when you've completely discounted them, they break your goddamn heart. So, very possible that the Aussies do get up for at least one of those games. Even so, the Bledisloe Cup should stay in New Zealand for another year, from my mouth to God's ears. Now we're rolling into the end of the season, and this is where things are going to get very tricky. The All Blacks have Japan. Yeah, I think we can beat Japan. I really do think we can do that. But now we're looking at games against France and Ireland. I think that France will win their home game against the All Blacks. To me, that's actually going to be just, possibly mission impossible with a very tired squad. The French are still going to be smarting from not making it past the quarterfinals in their home World Cup. I'm thinking there's going to be some big statement performances from the French next year, particularly if Dupont ends up playing for them and not spending all his time on 7s. All Blacks versus Ireland? I'm actually picking New Zealand. You see, even though Ireland are going to be desperate for revenge after what happened in the Rugby World Cup quarterfinal, you just feel like maybe that was a game that knocked the stuffing out of them, and that the All Blacks are finally regaining their psychological edge over the men in green. Taking into consideration the fact that Johnny Sexton won't be playing, yeah, I actually back New Zealand to win that fixture. We should be good enough to beat Italy, although boy have they come a long way, and they will be hurting after really underperforming in their pool game against the All Blacks in the 2023 World Cup. Nevertheless, going to give the edge to the All Blacks there. I think they will do it in Italy. Now, a rematch against England at Twickenham? Kiwis are going to hate this. I'm backing England to win that. I think England are so tough at home. And look, if the All Blacks perform well against them in their home tests in New Zealand, man, the English are going to be motivated to put a beating on a tired All Blacks team at the end of the year. I can definitely see England getting up. Big time. Big time. Okay, so that leaves Robertson's percentage around about here. Now, he could certainly drop a game to Australia. He could certainly lose both games to South Africa. And he could certainly lose the game to Ireland. That would drop his winning percentage to here. So suddenly we're seeing that maybe this guy isn't quite the savior that New Zealand wants him to be. Not in his first year anyway. There's going to be teething problems. There's going to be young new players coming in. I think we're going to have to wait till 2025, 2026 for the fruits to really start to bloom in this squad. But let me know what you guys think. What's going to be the hardest fixture next year? I mean, I really think it's South Africa at home. To me, that is Mount Everest of rugby. But what do you think is going to be the hardest game? And do you predict any shockers? Is Argentina going to beat the All Blacks again? Is Japan or Fiji finally going to get the All Blacks scalp? Let me know, comment below. If you haven't already, please like, please subscribe. It really helps the channel grow. And I am offering memberships now, so you can check all that out below. You can send a super chat if you want to support the channel. Much appreciated. And I'll be seeing you guys for another one real soon. Take it easy. Bye for now.